Before your documents can be signed by your signers, you need to set them up and send them out for request. Let's take a look at how to set up your signature requests. Your first step is selecting Sign or Send. Next step in the process is upload your file. You can upload directly from your computer. You can use a template which you've already created. You can use any of these file sharing services, or you can do a simple drag and drop. Let's upload a file. If you need to add an additional file to create a packet, you're able to do so by simply selecting Upload File again, or if you'd like to add a template which you've already created, you can add a template as well. Now that I have my two files uploaded, I can change the order in which these files are placed, simply using the icon to the left and dragging and dropping into a new location. On to the next step. Now I need to add my signers. So who needs to sign this document? If I need to just simply add my own signature and information onto the document, I can select I'm the only signer. To add signers to the document, simply add in their name and their email address. If you need to add in another signer, simply click Add Signer. If you are on our Enterprise or Enterprise Plus plan, you will also be able to request attachments from your signers. Before moving on to the next step, you also have two other options that you can consider. Enable Signer Reassignment, which allows your signers to reassign this document to another individual, as well as Set Signer Order. So you can determine who needs to sign first, second, third, and so on. Using the next button, we're moving to step 3. So now we need to place our signature fields down on our document. All of your signature fields are going to be located on the left-hand side of your editor. Along the top, you'll see your shortcut options, which you can use your keyboard to edit. You can update how you're viewing this document by using the drop-down along the top middle. You'll have your undo, your redo. You can copy and paste as well with these options along the middle here. And along the right-hand side, you'll see thumbnail preview of all of the pages within your document. To move swiftly through your documents, you can easily click on any of the pages and quickly be redirected to that page. To place down a field, simply select your field of choice and click where you'd like that field to be placed within your document. You can resize this by simply dragging the bottom right-hand corner to a longer or wider position. Along the right-hand side, you now have an updated menu here to select from. You can update who your signers are going to be, so I can go to Edit Signers, and I can double-check my signers' information. I can remove them entirely, and I can add new signers if I need to. I can also assign signer order while in the editor. Back into my field, I can add in placeholder text if I'd like. This placeholder field will populate within this text box here as sort of help text for your signers so they know what needs to go into that box if they don't already have a prompt here. You'll be able to update your font as well as your font size. And then you'll also be able to set up specific validation. To add additional fields, simply click where you'd like your next field to be. The editor will remember your choices that you've already made. So you can see I've placed another text box down and it's still assigned to Andy. And I can place one more and resize this one. Since my seller's address information is the same, but it just needs to be assigned to another signer, what I'm going to do is simply group these together with a simple drag and drop. I'll use a shortcut with a copy and a paste. Now I can drag these down to my next level here, and keeping them still grouped together, I can assign this to my next signer, Casey. Next up, grab my signature. Let's place my signature here in my seller's box and resize that. And again, you'll notice that it's still assigned to Casey since that's the last signer that I had assigned it to. And now I'll put in my buyer's signature and update this to Andy. Now I need to record when this document was actually signed. So what I'll do is use my date sign and place that in each box. Your date sign is a default date field. So this field will pre-populate for your signers and they will not be able to edit this. It will pre-populate to the date that your signers are editing and finalize this particular document. Going down to my next page here, I want to add in some initials so that I can add some extra emphasis on some of these passages. I'll add in some initials on this first passage as well as my second. Moving further down, we also have the option for checkboxes. Checkboxes are a great way to set up a list of items that your signers can select from. When you group them together, such as I have now, you can use these particular options along the top to snap them into alignment so that they have a very uniform position. I can now select group checkboxes and I can make them dependent on each other. So I can set up a required minimum and a total maximum of amount of boxes that my signer is able to check. Once you've placed all of your fields down, you can go ahead and select Next. You can now review your signers and make sure their information is correct. Then you can go ahead and add in your document's title, which this will be not only how you locate this particular document within your account, it will also be the title of the email that your requesters receive. If you'd like to add an additional message here, you're able to do so as well. Once you're all finished, select Sign for Signature in the upper right-hand corner. You're redirected back to your home page with the notification that your document has been sent.